Hello everybody. We're out here just testing some equipment and answering a few questions here. Last week we had a winter storm come through, and despite the forecast being about anywhere from 6 to 14 inches, we only got about 3 or 4 inches. But as we prepared for that storm, you got to get ahead of it. So we had a couple people reach out to go, how bad was it, and are you guys all right, and everything like that. And when a storm like that's coming, we prepare by getting the bales ready and in a place in the event that equipment won't operate. Because when you get cold temperatures like it did, last week we had a couple days that were down into low single digits, and generally speaking, nothing works out the way that you expect it when it's that cold. Your fingers don't work out as well as you expect them to work. The cattle don't move the way you think they're gonna move, and equipment generally just breaks down a heck of a lot easier. And so if you look behind me, what we've got is I put out multiple bales along the edge of what I'm calling the sacrifice lot. This is the area where the cattle spend most of the time during the winter time. And so we put those bales up there so that in the event that I can't get out here and unroll a bale with the bale unroller, I can come out here with the tractor and a bale spike and pick that bale up and come over and put it in a bale ring. So it's not ideal to what we like to do, but it's a backup plan. And going even a step further, we put these bales up on the edge of the pasture, bordering the area where they normally are at, inside of a different hot wire. And so the thought process here is, if we can't get the tractor going and we can't get the mule out here to unroll a bale, all I got to do is come and unroll that line, unroll it back behind this first bale, and then reconnect that line over there, basically exposing this bale to where the cattle are at. So what I would have to do is come out here, cut the wrap that's protecting that bale right now. You can see that green wrap. It's called a net. It's a net wrap, and generally speaking, it helps that bale shed water and keep it a little bit protected from the elements until it's time to use. And generally, you don't want the cattle eating that stuff. It can cause digestive issues later. But in a pinch, we would take as much of that wrap off by cutting it way down low next to the ground and leave. There might be a 1 or 2 foot area of that wrap at the very bottom of the bale, which also is connected to the worst quality hay on that bale is the bottom where it's wet. So the cattle generally won't go down to that point anyway, so they won't deal with that plastic. We'll have to come back and get it, but we would cut that wrap off, and then we would grab one of these bale rings, and we put that bale ring over the top of this bale, giving us the opportunity to still feed the cattle in the middle of a winter storm and not be worried about not being able to get the equipment going, not being able to unroll a bale or get the tractor going or anything like that. So anyway, we just want to get you guys a feel for what we got going on. Take care. Bye-bye.